Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Slate black rail covers. Let's get right into the first 30-second breakdown. That's where in the first 30 seconds, give or take, I give you guys my exact thoughts on this product before we get into the full review. That way you guys can just stop watching because now you know my exact thoughts, or you can continue watching to know why I say those things, or because it actually helps my channel and the analytics. So with these rail covers, these are very functional, they look great, and they're very affordable. This review is honestly not gonna be that long because it's just a great product. It does what it's supposed to, and I put them on most of my new guns. You can either do a color like this where it kind of offsets and make it look sharp, or you can just go with the simple black and go with the same color and just go with the functionality of them. What's really nice about these is if you shoot a lot at one time, your rail gets really hot, and that kind of prevents that heat from getting to your hand a little bit. So it gives you something kind of a buffer in between that heat and your hand. I think these do a really good job keeping that heat off. They look good, and the fact that the price is just so cheap makes it even better. So let's get into my relationship with Slate Black. They did give me a nice discount to purchase these, so I did purchase these with my own money, but they did give me a discount, and I do appreciate that. So I found these guys through some people on Instagram because most of you know of Rail Scales. They make really nice rail covers. The only downfall with them is they are kind of expensive. I'm not saying that they're not worth the price, but they are expensive, especially when you're just looking for something to cover your rails and keep that heat away. And there's some other options you can go with that route. So that kind of made me look a little bit farther, and that's when I was introduced to these guys. So at first, I picked up a couple and I threw them on this gun, and I ran the crap out of this one, and I really like these. Fell in love with them. They're super simple. They're easy to install. You just have the M-LOK sections just like you normally do. Put it in and tighten it. I actually bought the bundles, which is fairly cheaper because you save a little bit more. It was like $32 for the bundle, so you get this hand stop, and then you get 3 sections. So you get the long section, the short section, and then you get another long section, which isn't on here because of the way the light's set up. I need to buy another short section to fit down here. But basically, usually what you'd want to do is put 2 long here and then 1 short with a grip. Honestly, you can do whatever you want. You can buy a ton of these and wrap them all the way around your rails if you wanted to, or you can do different designs, I guess. I mean, you can go FDE in black. I mean, I guess how goofy you want to get with it, do whatever you want. But super simple product, works really well, and I just like the fact that they aren't asking a ton for them, because you got a couple guns, you have 3 guns, and you're asking, you know, a ton of money per rail segment. You can put a lot of money in covering up your rails, which your handguards are already really expensive to start with. So with these, you don't have to worry about breaking the bank too much, and I like that. I think they look really sharp. They have a nice texture to them in a design, and they're just simple. I actually really like this hand stop. I usually use Impact Weapon Components hand stop. That's usually one of my favorites for handguns like this, whatever. But these are actually really nice as well. So I put them up here. It's kind of a personal preference thing. I like to have 1 finger in front and the rest behind, because then I can pull and push depending what I'm doing. Some people like to push, like stretch the gun out, pull with this hand, push with that one, be able to stretch it out and shoot for a longer shot. I like to be able to pull into my chest for closer shots and quicker transitions. So depending on what I'm doing, I can do a pull push, and it just kind of gives me more access that way. And then you also have this here to be able to put into a barrier if you want to. It's kind of close up, and also if you really wanted to, you can use that as a hand stop just to keep it away from the barrel. So I think it's simple. It's not overdone. It's not crazy looking where it's like super pointy and jagged. It's just got a simple hook here, and it looks aesthetically pleasing to me. So I think those are nice. I kind of wish they would be hooked on by 2 segments instead of 1, but I haven't had any durability issues with it. I just thought when I first seen it, I was like, oh, I kind of wish there was 2 instead of just the 1 in the middle. I've seen some companies that do 2, some companies do 1. Me personally, I've never broke one or had any issue with it, but I feel like if there ever is going to be an issue, it's just because of that. But no issues so far. So the actual segments itself, you can get a lot cheaper if you don't go the bundle. Like if you just wanted 1, you can get them even cheaper. If you just wanted the segments, I think you can probably get them for like, I think $16. So really cheap. I mean, that is pennies compared to some of the other things out in the markets. So I'm really happy with the price that they have, and I hope they don't jump that price any farther, because I think they have a really cool product. They have different colors as well. Like I said, I have black on this one just because I wanted to keep this one really simple and not go too nuts with it. So I think that looks sharp as well. And like I said, you can go all the way down the rail if you want full coverage. I just need something like this just to be able to give my hand a little bit of relief and a buffer from that heat when you're shooting a lot. And it gives you a little bit of a texture when you put that hand on, even when you're shooting it's not hot and you don't need to worry about the heat. It just gives you some kind of texture to hold on to, which is nice. Let me turn this around a little bit because I feel like this side's really clean as well to see, and it shows that off a little bit better. I'm so used to holding the guns the other way because I'm right-handed. So that's pretty much everything with them. There's really not much else to say about them other than they're really cool and they work really well. And it's something that I've found recently that I've started to put on a lot of my guns, and I'm going to be continuing. I'm just going to make an order here and order a couple more because I got some more guns coming up here soon that I'm going to be building. So if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, go check out Slate Black Industries. If you guys want to help out the channel and the things that I'm doing here, there's a couple ways to do that. One being in the description. You can go to my website. From there, you can go to other websites like Brownells, Cloud Defensive, Aero Precision. Anything you purchase using those links gives me a small kickback and shows those companies I'm generating flow, which is always a really good thing and helps me grow as a channel and continue. Another way is using my discount codes, which is great for both of us because you guys get to save a little bit of money and I get a small kickback from that. So it helps out my channel. You guys help support me along with getting a discount on some pretty cool products. So there's a long list of those down there below as well. Another company that supports me is Howitzer. Really love these guys and support them as well because they donate 5% of proceeds to charities, which is really cool, and they make really cool shirts as well. So if you guys want to check them out and order some shirts from them, there's a link down in the description. So there's probably some questions with this gun. This is a really, really cool gun. It can be shot like this without having to change out the buffer or anything. This is an internal buffer, and this is a Brownells BRN 180 Gen 2. Really, really cool upper. I'm getting a dedicated lower for this here soon that just has a pick rail, 1913 on the back, and then I'm just gonna have a SB Tactical, I think it's the TF 1913, that just folds, and then you can shoot it like a pistol if you want. You can flip that open and shoot it like that. You can shoot it however you want, and it's really fun. It looks sharp. The charging handle is kind of cool and unique, and this is kind of my new thing that I've been playing with for a little while and having a lot of fun with it. It's got the Cloud Defensive Rain on here, which has amazing cable management. If you guys haven't seen that before, I have a couple videos that I can tag here that you guys can go check out. This thing is an impressive light, and this is kind of my new go-to gun right now that I'm having some fun with and testing. So if you guys have any questions about that, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. So appreciate you all. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys so much.